I joined the National Guard in St. George. I volunteered for the draft during the Korea time frame. When I got through with the Army and finished my education, the Navy asked me to work on their supersonic sled track. And then I got to design the control section for the new missile called Shrike to home in on radars and be in charge of all of its testing. And to take that to Vietnam and introduce it to the fleet. When I came back, I was the technical manager for the Navy on the new missile called High-Speed Anti-Radiation Missile HARM. I had to testify before Congress and also all levels of government on that missile program. I was a pioneer in the hot air balloons. The Navy developed it, and I was one of the first pilots. We wrote the standard operating procedures for hot air balloons. I was asked to go back to Washington, D.C. to be the director of Navy Laboratories and the deputy commander of the Space and Warfare Systems Command. I finally retired after 42 years of government service. At Pine Valley, I joined the fire department. Then I became the chief.
The chief is instrumental in creating the EMT force we have in Pine Valley. I think people really respect him for that and for all the things that he keeps adding to his responsibilities as the fire chief.
I brought in some experts from University of Utah and Mount Nebo training to teach everybody in Pine Valley wilderness medicine. Then we taught everybody in the valley CPR and the use of the AED, the automatic electronic defibrillator. And then I decided we ought to have a CERT program there.
We have one road in, one road out. If something happens, we may be isolated for days, weeks, months, and we just have to depend on ourselves. So I think we've tried to create, and he's led the way in creating a community that pulls together and works as a team.
I worked a long time with the Scouts, probably 40 years. That's a good way to teach character, values, service, and to make men out of boys. I learned giving service from my mother. She taught me to serve and to share. I've received a number of awards, but the two that stand out, of course, one from President Ronald Reagan, and then President George Herbert Walker Bush gave me the Distinguished Executive Service Award. That was a great honor. A couple of years ago, within 5 miles of our fire station, there were 6 marijuana grows. And the DEA and the people there did not have enough personnel to take down the marijuana grows. So we put together a bunch of younger guys, and we went out and cut down marijuana grows. We worked very closely with the sheriff's office and the DEA, and this year the marijuana grows were very few.
I don't think there's enough thanks to thank him for his service and his abilities and direction he's given our community to build it to where it is today.
I enjoy my family. I enjoy my Pine Valley family. I enjoy working with the good people in this county.